All right, now we are on the back side. Sorry about the interruption. This problem here, Frang can read 5 pages in 15 minutes. At this rate, how long will it take him to read 13 pages? So you want to set up a ratio table first. We've got pages in minutes, and then we'll draw like that. It's 5 to 15. How long will it take him to read 13? I can't get to 13 really easily from 5, so what I'm going to do is go down to 1 and then go up to 13. So from 5 to 1, what will we do? Divide by 5. So do that over here. 15 divided by 5, you'll get 3. So now to get to 13, it'd be 1 times 13. So 3 times 13, pretty simple. That's going to be 39 minutes. Did I do this right? I always wonder afterwards, like, does that make sense? Small pages, larger minutes, so small pages, larger minutes. Yeah, that makes sense. 4 movies cost $26, so I'll say 4 and I'll say 26. So how much for 11 tickets? Again, I can't go from 4 to 11. If I had a calculator, I could. It'd end up being like times 2.75 or something. But I don't have that. I gotta go down to 1 and then go back up. Oh, excuse me. So how do I go from 4 to 1? I'll do divided by 4. And then 26 divided by 4 is kind of hard. Maybe you set it up like that fraction like we talked about and then break it down. This would turn into, I think, 4.5. Does that make sense? No, 6.5, sorry, 6.5. So 1 ticket would cost $6.50. And that makes sense then, because if I had 4, it would go up to, or 2 would be 13, and double that would be 26. So now I have 11 times, 1 times 11 gets me here, so I got to do 6.5 times 11. Okay? 6.5 times 11 seems complicated. So what I'll do maybe from here is do times 11 over 1. Ugh, this is grosser than I wanted to. Maybe I'll set it up like this, actually. 6.5 times 11. And if there are any students still in the room, they should probably work on their sheets instead of just watching me very intently right now. So I'm going to get rid of the decimal and then do this math, and then I'll bring the decimal back. I have 5 and I have 6, and then I have 0. I have another 5 and a 6. Okay, so as I add these up, I'll get 5 and 11, and I get like 71.5. Or bring that decimal back, it'll be 71.5. But it's money, so I need a 0, and I'll put a $ sign there. Probably the hardest one that I've seen on this review so far. So $71.50. I'm wondering if I took a calculator and I checked this out, would 26 times 2.75 give me that same thing? I know that I'd get 52, and then I would get another 13, 65, add 6.5 to that. Yep, it's good. All right, next. This is easy and hard. You have to decide how to solve this. You got these 2 guys. And they both are making money. We're trying to say who makes the most money in a certain amount of time. So a lot of people will look for things that they have in common. The number one strategy I see for people is they're like, well, I see this is 10 days and this is 5 days. So if I double this, I'm going to get 10 days and $220. So who makes more money? It really looks like Brandon does. In 10 days he made $230. In 10 days Darren made $220. So Brandon is your answer. The way I kind of like more than that, though, is to find the unit rate, which means go down to 1 day. So cut that in half, cut this in half. It's $23 a day, and this guy, Darren, is divided by 3. He's $22 a day. So the same result that Brandon makes more money. Okay, this last one will get complicated if you don't go slow with it. I'm going to make my ratio table over here. And we got 9 bananas per kangaroo and 11 bananas per wallaby. So let's say KW. And I said 9 and 11. And the first problem says, how many bananas will the wallaby eat when the kangaroo has 54? If you set it up like this, it's way easy. How do I get from 9 to 54? Times 6. So do that over here. Times 6. What's 11 times 6? It'll be 66. That's a lot of bananas. And then the second part, set it up the same way, the same beginning. Kangaroos, wallabies, 9 and 11. Except this time it says how many bananas will the kangaroo eat if the wallaby eats 99. So I go 11 to 99 slowly, because people will try to say 99 here, but that's not right. It's times 9. So if I times this side by 9, you're going to get 81. Okay, 81. So that being said, that's all I have to share for the second page of the study guide. Contact me if there are any questions. FYI, I filmed this during period 2 on February 4th. So period 2, now's your time to shout pointless stuff. Go ahead. Okay, all right. Yes, thank you. Very good. And we are now finished.